Hello, this is Buffy Smith from Patriot TV. I wanted to share a prophecy that God had gave me maybe 3 years ago. I'm not quite sure. Um, Today's date is 3/30/24, and I wanted to share a vision that God gave me. I wasn't quite sure what it was about, but now I understand. At the time, I didn't understand. So I am in the spirit. I am in this bedroom, and I have like a yellow graduation gown on, and it was shiny yellow, and I had these black boots on. And the Lord, I couldn't see the Lord's face, but I know it was God down at my feet, and He was doing something with my boots. And He said to me, He said, "Congratulations." He said, "You graduated." Then all at once, we were outside on top of this humongous mountain. I mean, way above the clouds. And to my right of me, I saw this woman, and she had this little kid, this little baby. It was probably maybe about a 1.5, something like that. Just had a diaper on. It was hanging on to her hip. And then there was a 10-year-old that was sitting down, and she walked past the 10-year-old, and she stood facing out from where you could see the edge of the mountain, but the mountain was curved, was cut out flat. And then on the left of her was a teenage boy, probably maybe 14, 15 years old, dark hair. And the mom, she was looking out what the Lord was getting ready to do, God was getting ready to do, and Jesus was next to him on his right. God had his staff on his left hand. And the lady walked back to the 10-year-old girl and handed the child to watch while she went back to watch what was getting ready to happen. And I was witnessing this stuff, and I was standing next to this woman that she was on the right of me. And in when I looked out, I could see God and Jesus standing out towards the edge, and towards the edge of the cliff or the mountain, it had these pieces of tree limbs that was made into like a banister. And all at once, Jesus kept looking back at me, and he was so excited. He kept watching the Lord and looking back at me. But Jesus was not wearing, he was wearing more modern day clothes, and his pants was rolled up or something. And I remember Jesus had the dark hair, and I could only see the back of God. I could only see his white hair. I could see his beard, and I could see his gown thing that he wears. And all at once, God had put his arms up and out to the sides. And as he did this, he was commanding the clouds to depart. He departed the clouds, and the wind was blowing his beard, and it was obeying him. When he did this, and the clouds departed, and this was during COVID time, when everybody was fearful. And when he did this, the clouds departed and the sky became clear, and he had me look straight down the mountain to the ground. On the ground it was like fresh, pure grass. Nothing was defiled. Everything was beautiful. And it was like it was new grass. No one had stepped on the ground or anything. And the grass was still growing. I could see the little pebbles where the grass was growing where the pebbles are. And all at once, he took me into another section where it had this new White House. I mean, it was so white. It was just beautiful. Uh, the white glowed off of it, and I seen the side of the building of the new White House. I could see the edge of it. I could see the windows on the corners, but it was not had it didn't have any roads to it that I could see. And it was like not really a hill, but it was heaped up dirt, and there was fresh shiny dark green grass growing around it, and there was this helicopter that came down, and it was making the wind blow, and I could see the grass moving, and this guy, the Secret Service guy, was getting off of the helicopters like he had this rope or something. He just barely got on it and just dropped down, and he was looking around the grounds to make sure that nothing was messing with anywhere around. He was securing things, and that's all I saw of that. Um, and then also I had another vision. It was probably around this. Well, it was before that, um, or somewhere around in this time that I had this other vision. I was in heaven, and I was walking down the sidewalk with Jesus, and the sidewalk was white, and I could see the beautiful blue sky, but Jesus was on the right of me. And on the left of us was all these autumn trees, all these beautiful autumn trees. And as we were walking, I started seeing these leaves fall around fall time. And I seen this beautiful red leaf. I don't know if it was maple or if it was a different kind of tree, but it was beautiful. And I remember that leaf was very distinct and falling in front of my face. And all at once, Jesus turned, walking backwards, and said to me, "It's a glorious day." So, from what I'm gathering, from what I've heard from other prophecy is that Kim Clement's prophecy, that God spoke to him and said that in fall, many shall fall. So to me, the way that I interpret this is something glorious is going to happen in fall time. Because he said, it's a glorious day to me. And he was so happy at how he said it. And it was so peaceful how he said it to me. So, that was done with the two prophecies that I received from the Lord. So now I am asking anyone, if you need prayers, you can send me a prayer request through the comments in these videos, or you can go to my Patriot TV and Telegram. You can type your prayer request in there as well. I also have a YouTube channel now, and it's under my name, Buffy Smith, Buffy with an IE. And if you still are not sure, you can reach to me personally in Telegram and just type in that you need prayer request and tell me what it is. So, I am hoping that everybody has a wonderful evening. And I say these things with blessings from the Lord. Amen.